Today, we're going behind the scam to show you one technique that counterfeit criminals have used in the past to make major profits. The uplabeling scam takes a cheaper low-dose medical product and makes it look like a more expensive high-dose version of the same drug, just by changing the label. Label scams work really well for any medicine that comes in higher and lower doses and has similar packaging like vials with labels. Financially, uplabeling scam is like magically turning a $1 bill into a 20. But it's not magic, it's sleight of hand. Let me show you how it works. So to pull off the uplabeling scam, a criminal has to find a product where the low and the high dose product are made in similar packaging, like vials with different labels. They also have to find someone who's going to sell them a lot of low dose vials and not ask any questions. Once purchased, the labels are removed from the low-dose vials and new fake labels for the expensive high-dose product are put on it. Now you've got some real-looking medicine that would pass basic testing because there's actually medicine in the product. It's just not enough to heal you. Testing medicine for the mere presence of an active pharmaceutical ingredient isn't cheap, but you can do it. Testing it for a sufficient quantity of ingredient, that is actually pretty expensive, and it's not done very often. But there's still a problem. No legitimate wholesaler would purchase vials of a $400 medicine being sold for 50 bucks. They would absolutely know it was fake. But if you have a really poorly regulated wholesale market, a seller can find a slightly less shady buyer and sell the vials to them for a bit more than they've paid. The next seller will think the same thing and resell them again. Eventually the vials are sold and resold up to a price that looks like a good deal to a legitimate buyer. Also, this reselling makes it impossible to figure out where the drug actually came from. Once the price is a good deal and they've been sold enough that their suspicious origins are erased, they would get sold to a reputable wholesaler and slipped back into the secure drug supply chain. This is one of the reasons that we actually have the track and trace system today to prevent scams like this. Because of these changes, the US drug supply is today the envy of the world and the safest in the world. Next time, we're going to talk about a real-life case of uplabeling and the people whose lives were deeply affected by it. If you want to be notified when we post part 2 of this exciting scam, click the subscribe button up here. And if you want to see other explanations of counterfeit scams that we've covered, look at this playlist right here of other videos we've done. Thank you, and see you next week.